Red Sox in this one, Jordan Hicks. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Toro whips it across, and a quick out, number one. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Jeremy Pena.
Big-time speed here, Boog. A guy with just terrific wheels and an absolute nightmare for opposing pitchers when he's on base. I mean, players like this who have elite speed, it's like disruptive technology on the base paths. Man, can't wait to watch him run.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And that's in there for strike one. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout. Back in Boston, and our pitcher tonight, Framber Valdez.
Been a very solid pitcher throughout his career. ERA around 3.5. What I like is he competes, he stays in the game, and he gives his team an opportunity to win.
Jarren Duran, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Ground ball right side. Rogers. One up, one down. Check out the Red Sox lineup. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And, Chris, that, of course, a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about pitchers, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
2 down, bases empty. So stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. And a foul ball. Power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. That's hard hit on the line. And that is that. Top of the second, and now it's Christian Walker. Hicks back to work. Hicks, a 6'2" righty, 28 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Next offering is down low. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
We often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Handles, throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Yainer Diaz, the next to hit, takes outside. Hicks, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. And it's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Steps on the bag for 1, and that's 2. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one. Back here in Boston, bottom of the second. Now batting Tristan Casas. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And that is out of play. 1 out, base is empty. Foul ball there. The 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
Connor Wong, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. No score here in the second. Comes up empty.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Offense held in check. Back now at Fenway. Top half of the 3rd inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Brendan Rodgers. Pitch is in there. Strike 1. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
1-1.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into left field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And a swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Ripped to first, caught, takes it to the bag himself, and doubles him off.
Man, those are tough ones all the way around. As a hitter, you feel you did everything right and kind of got robbed. As a runner, you're in a really tough position trying to read the ball and get back. And as the first baseman, it's a split-second reaction to catch the line drive as you're coming off the bag. But he did a great job of having the awareness to know he could get 2 outs, not just the 1.
And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
You know, these Red Sox definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Here's the 0-2. Out towards right center field. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down. And stepping in for Boston, Abraham Toro. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Siggy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. Ground ball, Walker. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. So digging in, Ceddanne Rafaela. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And a ground ball to first. Walker. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 9 straight. Back here at Fenway, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jeremy Pena. And there's a foul ball. In there at the knees, 0-2.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Line drive, makes the grab, one down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Dubon batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Fouled off left side. That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Altuve in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Walker stands in now and watches strike one. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Center fielder, Jared Duran.
And a big swing and a miss.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
That's off.
Next pitch is outside.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Liner caught it second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Abreu now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Fouled off. He was late. And here it comes. Got him swinging. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. And next is the designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida. He's 0 for 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1. As a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later in the at-bat.
And a big swing and a miss.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one in the
Ball
dirt,
2.
and the count's even at 2.
2-2 to count.
There's a swing and a drive. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here is Tristan Casas. Checks his swing, now an appeal to third. No swing, just held it back there.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And now 2-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And fouled off. Man at second. That misses the zone. Full count, 3-2. Trevor Story in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Here's Trevor Story now. That's out to center field. Dubon moving under this one. Squeezes it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Hicks back to work. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1. Diaz measures 6 feet even, 26 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. And it drops in. And a good start to the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Ground ball left side could be 2. Story to second. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now it's Brendan Rodgers. That's in there. 0-1. And the sweeper misses.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
On the ground to third. Toro gets it to first. Out number 3. Nothing doing there. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now Connor Wong. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So up next, Nick Sogard. Flied to right his first time. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Next to hit, Abraham Toro. And there's one away. Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. Fought off foul.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
2 on, 1 out. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
That was the pitch to hit. Forcing fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
In the air, left field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Hard hit left side. Over to Rodgers.
He's out.
That's the inning. He continues to roll. And we're back at the plate. Pedro Leon. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
And down on strikes he goes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
McCormick batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Swings through that.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
One down, base is empty. High fly ball, right field. Abreu on the move. He's got it, and there's two away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Two down, nobody on, and we're the top half of the sixth. And that's through there for a strike.
One ball, one strike.
This one in the air, center field. Durant hauls it in to end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him. And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the number 2 hitter, Wilyer Abreu. And that's fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
That one fouled off. On the ground to third. Tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Swing and a ground ball. Slings to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Back inside Fenway Park. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Story settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one away. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Right through there for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
And that's downstairs and outside. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
And that skips in the dirt. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Inside ball 4.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Christian Walker, the next to hit. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
And there's a ball. Here's a high chopper, but it kicks foul. Next offering misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. Still in. And we're back here at Fenway Park. Bottom of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Trevor Story. First pitch misses. The other way. Leon hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
That one to first. Walker takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
That one ripped, but foul. 2 outs, base is empty.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Pena. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And this ball's going to wind up out of play. So runner at second, 2 down. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Abraham Toro. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Astros for the first time. Brian King, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Abreu, the right-hander. Line drive, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the 7th.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always.
Over to Rogers. Bang, bang play, and the inning is over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI. Back here at Fenway Park, ready to begin the 8th. And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. So the Red Sox bring on a new pitcher, Justin Slayton.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year. Typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
And there's 1 down. And next to hit for Houston, Brendan Rodgers. Turned on, but foul wide of third.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Late swing, fouled off. That one the other way, down the line, and it's foul. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Cut on and lifted in the air. Durant on the move. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. So next up for Houston, Pedro Leon. In there for strike 1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
This one in the air. Sogard. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Brian King comes on now.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they don't get the out. Man at first, nobody out. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3 in this one. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. Shortened the bunt and missed it. And the count is 0-2. And that's outside.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Struck him out swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
2 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. Swing and a miss.
Well, strike 1 is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the back here in Boston. Now the left fielder, so they turn to their closer, Aroldis Chapman.
And he's certainly had a tough go of it lately, blowing back-to-back save opportunities. This is a good chance to put all that behind him, but the pressure's definitely on.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's a ball.
Outside low, and that's ball one. Stays alive. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. A little bit low.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
And he drops it down the third baseline. In there, sets him down on strikes. And they're down to their last out. And next to hit for Houston, Mauricio Dubon. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Swings through that one for strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
One strike away. Fastball is outside. That one misses. 2-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense.